good. Hello, Dolly and Luke. Welcome to our channel. Today we went and got COVID tested. We got legit COVID tested. Like where they take a little
swab and stick it back in your
all
nose.
the way back in your nose. And it kind of feels, if you've never gotten COVID tested before, it feels like they kind of like lit a little swab on fire and stick it in your nose. It burns a little bit.
Yeah, it burns a little bit. And then it makes your nose feel runny, but it's not. It's just weird.
It's really weird, but it wasn't terribly bad. We got in and got out really fast. The people were really nice and professional, so not too bad. Let's see.
You gotta rewind. So
rewind,
the whole reason why we got COVID tested is because we've done everything you're not supposed to do this year. Fly, stay in hotels, talk to people, you know.
Yeah. But in our defense, like you guys know in our last video, Luke got a really good job offer. So we flew up there to Florida and we had to stay in the hotel for a week while he worked.
It's just, yeah, of course, no one should do it, but like, you know, we're literally talking about uprooting our entire life here in Oklahoma, so
we
kind of need to explore it and try and feel that out as best we could, as safely as possible.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be okay. Neither one of us feel any different other than just mentally exhausted.
Yeah, but we could be asymptomatic, so for the health of our family and others, we decided to go get tested, and fingers crossed, you know, we'll get the negative results.
We'll know in 24 to 48 hours.
Yep. We have decided that we're going to move to Florida.
Yay.
It's crazy. I mean, we have a house that we bought 2 years ago. We have a few cars. We have our kitty cats. We have all this furniture. And we're basically just uprooting our lives and moving to Florida.
Yeah. But we can't think of a good reason not to. I mean, the job offer's good. I really like the job. Property, as far as like rent and stuff down there goes, is outrageous. So that's the biggest thing. As far as like other costs of living, like food and whatever, seems comparable.
Yeah, not bad.
But rent is stupid. Like a one bedroom, like 600 square foot apartment is $1,400 a month or more. And
here for our 3-bedroom, we pay like $900 for our mortgage. So it's a big difference, but he will be getting a pay raise, and it's understandable because everybody wants to move to Florida. I mean,
I call it the sunshine tax.
Yeah.
So.
It's really warm out there, and I think it'll help with our mental health, and there's more things to do outside, and our goal is just to move down there, declutter our space, and start fresh and try to become the best people that we can be. So that's the goal. But you know, it keeps going through Luke and I's minds, just like, if not now, when?
Right. There's never a good time to move halfway across the country. So
this year especially, probably, but
outside of the 3 cats, we don't have kids, you know. We're still young, you know. I just literally turned 34 the week we were down there. So.
Yeah, the first day you had to work, you turned 34.
But the whole thing doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like great, you know, because it is a lot for us to process and move through, but we've tried getting out of the state before, and like
we just had really negative feelings about it. Like we tried to move to Atlanta and we got a pit in our stomach when we got there telling us like this is not the right decision to make. Down there in Florida, I kind of feel like we got the feeling just it is what we make it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're going with. And like Luke said, we're young, we don't have kids, and we don't have a lot tying us down here. Yes, we have a home, but we have a really great realtor, and she thinks that we can sell it in no time. So we're thinking by February 1st, we should be up in Florida, getting ready to get started down there. So
as crazy as the world is right now, it's a good time to sell. So.
Yeah, great time to sell.
Yes, so take advantage of that, and hopefully we can find something, you know, that we at least comfortable in. It's not going to be glamorous,
right? But it is what we make it.
To me, it's more about like the neighborhood than it is like I don't care if it's concrete floors and brick walls, but if the neighborhood's nice and we're comfortable to go walk around and stuff, that'll be more important than having a massive house.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff, so.
And I'm not sure if I mentioned it yet, but we're looking in the Fort Lauderdale area. That seems to be kind of more our speed.
Yeah, still kind of urban, you know, a little more youthful, you know. We're not big, like, I'm sure we might become beach people, but we're not big beach people at this point. And so living close to the beach or in a more beach-centric area really doesn't
Yeah,
do
it's not
anything
super
for us,
important at
you
this
know.
point in time, but
And no matter where you live there, you're 10 minutes from the beach, so
Right.
it don't really matter, you know.
I think the things that are going to be hard, well, we've already checked one off our list, which the first thing was contacting family.
Yeah.
That was really hard. It's hard for us, and I know it's really hard for them because, you know, we are a big part of each other's lives. So that was difficult.
Yeah.
I think the second hard part is going to be for Luke and I to go through all of our belongings and see what we want to get rid of and what we want to keep, because we have to be realistic about it. We're only going to have a certain amount of space. So even if we enjoy something, we might have to let that go and pick something else that we enjoy more. So there's going to be a lot of decluttering, a lot of thinking and processing, but I'll try to record as much as we can on that.
Just the drive down there. 24-hour drive in a moving van.
With
probably
3 cats.
Like 30 hours, yeah, with 3 cats. That's going to be exhausting.
That's going to be really tiresome. So hopefully we can break it up into a few days.
We'll split it up in at least 3 days, if not 4. Or, I don't know, we'll see. I can't say. Might have to bleep that.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, that's like, but you know, again, that's just a week, you know, at most.
Yeah.
It'll pass. You know?
Yeah. And, you know, like my mom always says, change is good for the soul. Yes, it's going to be difficult and super tiresome moving and uprooting our lives to go to Florida, but I think it's going to be a positive for us. I really do. That's what we're hoping for.
That was one of our biggest gripes about being here in Tulsa. And Tulsa really is a great city. If we had kids, or we were even thinking about having kids, like, I would probably want to stay in Tulsa. The schools are decent. It's easy to get around.
Right. Got a lot of room
relatively
here.
Safe place to live, you know. But for a young couple, no kids,
entrepreneur trying to move forward in the world, Florida seems like the better bet for us.
It's cheap to live here in Tulsa.
Oh my gosh, if you want to live somewhere affordable, move to Tulsa.
But I also say the counterpoint to that is it's cheap to die here too. Like, you're never going to make a lot of money. You might be able to hustle out a comfortable existence, but it's just, comfort's fine, but
we're just looking for a little bit more right now.
Yeah, more opportunities, you know.
Yeah.
Don't want to fall into that rut. We don't want to wake up 10 years from now and be like, where are we?
Yeah.
You know?
Or what if we would have tried it, you know? Because even if we moved to Florida and for some reason we end up not liking it, and we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to we've decided to give it a year. Like, we're going to move there and try it out. We're not going to just be like, oh, it's uncomfortable after a month. Because of course it's going to be uncomfortable.
It's going to suck.
You know? But it is what you make it, and we're going to give it our best shot. And if it doesn't work out, hey, Oklahoma's always here.
Yeah.
That's our update, and there'll be more videos coming soon.